All right. Hey, Michelle, how's it going?
Good, Lindsay. How are you?
I'm excited to be here and I'm ready for the new year. How are you feeling about the new year?
I'm excited. I'm ready to get to the next year. Also,
I know.
hoping for a good 2022. How do you feel about the new year?
Yeah, I'm ready for a new year, new start, fresh start. Yeah. What do you usually do on New Year's Eve? What is your typical New Year's Eve? Or is there a typical New Year's Eve? Do you get crazy out on the street? No.
I've my New Year's Eves have changed drastically since I became a parent. But
Okay.
Even like, I was abroad for a couple New Year's Eves, but I've also been traveling. And then 2 years ago, I was with my husband, my son, and he was just a year old, and so we just ordered in food to the hotel room when we ate it on the bed. Now New Year's Eve is pretty much watching Anderson Cooper in my bed, and that's pretty much it. But it used to be more exciting, have parties with friends or things like that. So, but it's changed a lot, but it's still good. How about you?
Yeah, Michelle, usually I'm on the low key end of things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think not going out is totally okay. Because usually,
Yeah.
recently I've been maybe going out for a casual dinner, but not the kind of dinner that requires a 5-course meal. Because that's what a lot of restaurants do, right? They put together a prefix menu. So you have to pay $100 to eat dinner at a restaurant on New Year's Eve. So, going out for pizza is kind of nice, with your partner or something. Yeah. Or I never went to Times Square on New Year's. Did you ever go?
No, and I never will.
Yeah, good call.
I'm not into all of the crowds and everything. That makes me nervous. No matter what,
now.
No. Especially now. And I know I can't. I'm not a person who gets claustrophobic necessarily, but I can't. I don't know. I just don't like the feeling. I don't want to do Times Square on New Year's. I don't know. But
fair enough. Love it. And also, there are no bathrooms, so I am not on board with that.
I wasn't gonna say that, but I'm glad
there are no bathrooms.
No.
Yeah, not good. So we'll stay away from that entirely. But yes. Michelle, in this series, guys, and if you haven't gone back, go back and see the other videos, the other lessons in this series about holiday movies. Today, we're talking about New Year's movies, right, Michelle?
That is right. Oh my gosh, we are going to get into some good ones. Some of these are some of my very favorites, so I am very excited about this one. So Lindsay, should we start with one that we both love?
Yeah, let's just go right to the one that we love. We do have a few other recommendations, and we'll mention them, but we're going to go to the one that we love. And I love this movie. It's just so endearing. It's the character. It's just like what we talked about in the last video, Michelle Clark Griswold.
Yeah.
Endearing.
Exactly. Endearing. Yeah, so it's Bridget Jones Diary, and I've read the books as well. I don't know if you've read the books. But,
how are the books?
They're very good. They're very cute. She's a great character. So this is Renee Zellweger, guys.
Yes.
And she's not British, but she plays this character who is British. She's there. Also, Hugh Grant is in it, and Colin Firth. And she feels. Even though I don't think she's overweight, she feels that she's overweight. Right. She's very, very concerned about her weight, and she is trying to find a guy, and just about all this stuff. But one of the things is that there's a climactic kiss on New Year's Eve, right, Lindsay?
Right. And the whole kind of movie is set around the new year because I know that it's the end of the year, it's the holiday parties, and I think she's turning 35 or 40 or some key milestone age, and she feels like she's kind of over the hill, hasn't found a guy, and she's. But, I wonder if this movie is as popular in England as it is here because it takes place in England and she has a British accent. And I think to us, at least to me, that makes it very funny, endearing, just because she's so British in the movie. Yeah. What do you think?
I think a lot of British movies are very popular in the U.S. And I think that, I don't want to generalize, but I think that a lot of many people in the U.S. find the British accent very endearing, and and also the humor, and I don't know. I personally, I studied in England, and I always kind of wish I had a British accent. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. You told me that before. I told you I prefer the Aussie accent personally.
Oh, right.
But yeah, no, it's true. I think I think also the slang is kind of different. And the slang that she uses in this movie is very British. And she's also just kind of clumsy and kind of weird and just sort of, she's very much herself. And so I think that's why we love it. You know?
So she's kind of a hero, but not in like a typical way.
Yeah, exactly. An imperfect hero. That's what I love about her.
Hero.
Yeah, an imperfect
exactly.
hero.
She like there's a little bit of Bridget Jones in all of us, I think. You know?
You got it. That's exactly right.
I think that's why. I think people can identify with like, you know, some of the things that she goes through.
Right. For example, you know, what comes to mind is for an example of what she, like the things that she does that are kind of clumsy. She might, I don't know if this happened or just imagining it might happen to Bridget Jones. She goes into the bathroom, comes out with like toilet paper attached to her shoe or something like that and kind of walks through the whole party with toilet paper attached to her shoe. It's just silly and just clumsy but she's doing life. She's doing her best, you know?
Exactly. So, we both love that movie, and there are a couple of them, or 2 or 3. That's a good one. Another one of my favorites, it's also British.
Yes.
Is About a Boy. And this is with Hugh Grant, also, and I love Hugh Grant. And so he apparently he meets the boy on New Year's Eve, but so so basically, I don't want to give away too much because originally it's about he pretends to be like this boy's father in order to get with a girl, and it's just it's a hilarious but also touching movie, and I haven't seen it in a while, but I used to watch it every year, and maybe I'm gonna see my mom soon, and maybe I'll tell her we're gonna watch that.
Fun. You're gonna watch movies together. That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Is Hugh Grant British? He is, right? He's very British.
Oh, yeah.
Very British. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
good.
I knew it. So About a Boy is another good recommendation. Couple of others really quick, guys. When Harry Met Sally, classic movie. And I guess the kiss happened on New Year's. And then Love Actually. You know, we didn't get to talk about it too much, but it's a great one. It's a great one.
It's a great one. So, guys, we want to teach you some vocabulary today along with these. So, we'll teach you a few words. So, Lindsay, what's the first one?
All right, I like this one. Anticlimactic, right? It's when something that you think is going to be amazing, and then it just kind of fizzles out. It's just kind of not, it doesn't hit that peak, right, of being truly awesome. It doesn't live up to your expectations. What a bummer, right, Michelle?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, kind of a bummer. So that's a good one. And then there's also sappy, which is like kind of emotional, but like too much. It's like sappy, like cheesy almost, right?
Yeah. Would you use this to describe a person or a movie more than anything? What do you think?
I think more like something you would watch or read. Not
okay. So a piece of media, something like that, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. And the next one, guys.
Yeah.
A song, a sappy song. Yeah. Sad, sappy song. Yeah, I like it. Misty Eyed is the last one. So, you know, you get all misty eyed. This could describe a person. You look over, he's all misty eyed. I didn't know he was so sensitive. Yeah. Right? So what happens when you're misty eyed? You get kind of water in your eyes.
Eyes are watering. Yeah, exactly. You might just be crying a little bit, right? Just a little bit misty eyed, yeah.
Yeah, and on the podcast, guys, go subscribe to the All Ears English podcast. But on the podcast, we talked about how some movies make us cry really hard. We talked about Into the Wild. Yes. Which I just watched again on the plane and cried again. Yeah, I know. I torture myself. I don't know why I do it, but that movie just strikes a chord. So yeah, I don't know. Misty eyed, very misty eyed on an airplane for me last week. So anyways, all right, Michelle, let's do a role play for our listeners. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Here we go. Okay. Hey, Lindsay, doing anything for New Year's Eve this year?
Not really. I mean, I'm not going out or anything. I feel like going out on New Year's is always anticlimactic.
Yeah, for sure. I stopped partying on New Year's a long time ago. We like to stay in and watch movies now.
Like what?
Well, don't laugh, but Bridget Jones Diary is one of my favorite movies.
No kidding, me too. I still get misty-eyed every time I watch it and they kiss at the end. Oh,
me too. I can't help it. I still love sappy rom-coms.
And that's a bonus for our listeners. Rom-coms. Michelle, what is that? Rom-com.
Romantic comedy, right?
Yeah.
So that's a Bridget Jones, Love Actually, you know.
Yeah, you're definitely going to hear native speakers use that term, guys, rom-com. So learn that one and use it. Let's go through the vocabulary.
Okay, here we go. So let's see. I said, wait, hold on. I'm trying to find the first one. Oh, yeah, yes. I said, I feel like going out on New Year's Eve is always anticlimactic. You get excited about it, but then it's like, bleh, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I said, let's see, no kidding, me too. I still get misty eyed, right? Meaning I get little tears in my eyes every time I watch it. So, and then what else, Michelle? The very last line you said.
I said, I can't help it. I still love sappy rom-coms. So emotional, like really cheesy, emotional, romantic comedies.
All right. Awesome. So good. So guys, use these with native speakers. We've been talking about holiday movies in this series. And if you love these little video series from All Ears English, make sure you hit subscribe on this channel to get more. I know in the next series, we're going to be talking about job interviews. We're going to shift gears, Michelle, into something a little more useful, I guess.
Well, this is useful too, guys, for a different reason. But if you are going on job interviews, that will be useful for you.
Completely. Well. Exactly. All right, Michelle, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you next time.
All right. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye.